Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be listening to 1983, A Merman I Should Turn to Be from the Electric Ladyland album. And this was requested by Dave, Steve, Donald Lloyd, Mike, Supernal One, JP Feather, Gabe, babe, Thomas, Anthony, Robert. I get it. We got to listen to 1983, A Merman I Should Turn to Be. So we're going to do it. I've listened to two other songs today. And I said to myself, you know what? I gotta leave Jimmy for last because I know that when I go to Jimi Hendrix, it's gonna be an emotionally charged experience and I'm not gonna be able to do anything else for the rest of the day. So I think I must have made the right decision. I think I made the right decision. After Machine Gun, I'm not gonna do that before I do everything else. I cannot do that to myself. So we're gonna jump into this one. Before I jump in, I want to say thank you. Thank you all for the love, the comments, the advice, the teaching, the correcting. That the beat in the beginning was not about military drums or marching. It was machine guns. I get it. I understand. Thank you. Now, I'm pretty sure I'm going to make mistakes here too, but that's okay. That's okay. We all start at the beginning, at the beginning, and that is okay. So let's jump in. Looking forward to hearing your comments and feedback for this one. And also super excited to just jump in and enjoy this. I've been listening to Machine Gun over and over and over again, and it's just been super satisfying. So I'm excited to see what will happen to me for this one. Okay, I should have water for this, honestly. Let's go. Just a minute. I'm gonna change the mood a little. Oh God. I might look a little bit darker to you, but this is so integral to this experience right now. There is no way I could listen to this in a well-lit room. I need to be able to close my eyes and not be distracted. All right, let's start over. I absolutely loved the first 10 seconds. Whatever that was, like shaking or something being shook, whatever, I love that. There are so many great things. I feel like I heard like a city in there. I don't even know. Let's go.
Hooray, I awake from yesterday, alive, but the war is here to stay. So my love, Katharina and me desire to take our last walk through the noise to the sea. Not to die, but to be reborn, away from a land so battered and torn. Forever. Say, can you see it's really such a mess? Every inch of earth is a fighting mess. Giant pencil and lipstick tube-shaped things continue to rain and cause screaming pain, and the Arctic stains from silver blue to bloody red as our feet find the sand in the sea. Is straight ahead.
Oh, dang.
Well, it's too bad that our friend us today. Where's today? The machine that we built would never save us. That's what they say. That's why they ain't coming with us today. And they also said it's impossible for a man to live and breathe underwater. Forever was a main complaint. And they also threw this in my face. They said, anyway, you know good and well, it would be beyond the will of God and the grace of the King. Grace of the King. So my darling and I make.
There's no way I'm listening to that once. Nope, there is no way. Listen. So I don't know where I heard shaking. It must have been my brain calibrating as I began listening to this. What it sounds like to me in the beginning was like a city, like the sounds of a city. The writing, his vocals, the story he's telling, the fact that he's also speaking about the war here again. Deciding to take our last walk through the noise to the sea, not to die, but to be reborn. Away from lands so battered and torn. They said that it was impossible for man to live and breathe underwater to forever. Because what's the point of being on this land that's just so messed up? He said every inch of earth is a fighting nest. Giant pencil and lipstick tube shaped things continue to rain and cause screaming pain, which, would be what missiles, these things. What an amazing track. That that's therapy. That's so great. Feels like a sunrise. Or sunset.
Hooray, I awake from yesterday. Alive, but the war is here to stay. So my love, Catharina and me desire to take our last walk through the noise to the sea. Not to die, but to be reborn. Away from a land so battered and torn. Forever. Say, can you see it's really such a mess? Every inch of earth is a fighting mess. Giant pencil and lipstick tube shaped things.
Is the sound that's being made meant to mimic like the sound of like bombs flying or something?
Is a fighting mess. Giant pencil and lipstick tube shaped things continue to rain and cause screaming pain, and the Arctic stains from silver blue to bloody red as our feet find the sand in the sea. Is straight ahead. Well, it's too bad that our friends can't be with us today. Well, That's what they say. That's why they coming with us today. And they also said it's impossible for a man to live and breathe underwater forever was a main complaint. And they also threw this in my face. They said, anyway, you know good and well it would be beyond the will of God and the grace of the King. Grace of the King. So my darling and I make love in the sand to salute the last moment ever on dry. Our machine has done its work, played its part well, without a scratch on our back, and we bid it farewell. Starfish and giant flumes greet us with a smile. Before our heads go under, we take a last look at the killing noise of the outer star.
Is it possible for a beat to massage you? I think it's possible. Yeah, I think so. If you close your eyes and you listen to this, I don't know if you've ever gotten a massage before, but like there's some times when they'll do like some light taps and stuff. I feel it. I feel it on my brain. I just want to pause for a moment and comment on his writing ability. It just tells the story, and it tells it so well of how he's perceiving everything that's going on, of this, I don't even know how to like put what he's doing here. You know, I guess I'd imagine that people of this time, let me try to hear myself. People of this time would have been searching for some sort of escape, even though that escape would not have been possible because, you know, it's just you're stuck on Earth, unfortunately. And this song for 13 minutes and 40 seconds provides that escape. It provides that release. It is, yeah, it's an escape. And I love the way that he's written this, the way that he's placed his vocals here, because it really, he does so much. Like he's just so unafraid. Like he could be talking, he could be hitting some really high notes, you know, almost sound like he's talking to himself, talking to a friend. Like so much of what he's done with his vocals are so impressive. Um, but I just really like how it feels like this is true. Like we really could leave. I like it. I like it. Is this what they call this cathartic? I don't know. Mm-hmm. madness.
So down and down and down and down and down and down we go. Hurry, my darling, we mustn't be late for the show. Neptune champion games to an aqua world is so very dear. Right this way smiles a mermaid. I can hear a land is full of cheer. The land is full of cheer. I can hear the land is full of
They started playing an ad. I'm gonna mute it and try to come center and like probably play it so that I could bring back the original video.
Picture this.
Oh, I didn't mute it, sorry. Um the at the 5-minute mark, I believe, about 5:38, it's almost like the chatter, like the chatter of music in a way. Yes. While I was listening to that part, I thought to myself that and I've thought this before, as I listen to every single song that's recommended and every song that you see and posted on the channels, I treat every song like a meditation. People who listen to music, they practice a lot more mindfulness than they think, especially if they're listening with intention. And I thought to myself, I'm just gonna let me just sit here and take this in and see what comes up, how it feels. Somebody had commented on the channel and he said, he'll admit that as he was listening to Machine Gun, it made him cry a bit. And, I thought to myself, maybe I didn't understand the significance of the track to a lot of you guys. I don't go in intending not to know the significance of stuff. I just, I don't want to know too much and then ruin my experience with the song because, that affects the reaction. So anyways, I was thinking about that comment too. I'm thinking about how this is such a release, how this wondrous story he's telling is so appealing. I don't know. I feel like between this 5 minute and 30 second mark, all the way to probably 7 minutes, was speaking to my soul. I don't mean to be crying, I'm sorry. Somebody said that it's annoying to watch people who don't know music react to music because they don't know the instruments. That made me feel a little bit bad, but I thought to myself that if everybody who listened to the music knew the music, then the music probably wouldn't survive because only musicians would want to listen to the music. And if everybody was afraid to show their ignorance on camera, then we wouldn't know. We wouldn't be confident enough to listen. So I thought to myself, I'll put my ignorance on display. It's no big deal. I'm becoming a better person because of the music, because of your comments, because of your encouragement. I'm getting better. And while I can't relate to the Vietnam War, I can't relate to you guys being drafted and losing your friends. We're all at war in different ways. And no, it's not the same, and I'm not trying to paint an equivalent, so don't take it the wrong way. We're all at war in our own ways, whether it's with our emotions or with our families or with our health. And that going into the ocean sounds quite appealing. I wish what he said here. It's impossible for man to live and breathe on the water forever was their main complaint. Anyway, good and well. And they also do this in my face. I wish it was true. I wish I could also do that. I get it. This is my favorite track from Jimi Hendrix. My absolute favorite. I love this. I want to say thank you to everyone who recommended this. I want to say thank you to all of you for adding context and for deepening my appreciation of the music. This was great. I appreciate it. Wow. I was not expecting this response. I literally had 2 scraps of paper tossed on the table and now I'm using them to dry tears. All right. I don't really know what to say. The drums were excellent. The guitar work, absolutely phenomenal. The writing, what it's doing in terms of the release. The chatter, the way that each instrument got a chance to breathe and to say its own piece and to linger and be there and just not have to overperform or do too much was remarkable. The switch, I think it might have been at towards the 6 minute mark, kind of triggered me. And the way it ended was remarkable. And before you knew it, 8 minutes passed between when the chatter began and the end of the song, and I didn't realize it. I think I did the right thing by saving this for last, because there's no way that I'd have been able to do anything else. Oh, I gotta sneeze. So yeah, God, I don't really like putting things out when I'm crying, you know, because I don't want anybody to say I'm trying to like use my tears or nothing. I think I gotta sneeze again. No. Okay, no. Okay. But yeah, I really enjoyed this. I hope you did too. You know, yeah, this was great. I really appreciate the recommendation. It was wonderful. Oh, I gotta sneeze again? Okay, maybe not. Okay. If you're still here, let me know. I want to do a Jimi Hendrix experience, a Jimi Hendrix album. I want to do his entire catalog. I think a few people said I should start from Are You Experienced? So I could do that. But I feel like there are probably documentaries, interviews, books, things I should read that might help me to appreciate the music a little bit more. So if you have any recommendations for that, please feel free to drop it in the comments. And I'll do my best to, make sure I have it organized nice and neat. And I'll respond to the first few comments and, others as they come through. But it's a lot. Well, at least Machine Gun was a lot. I don't know if this will be the same. But, even if I don't reply, know that I read them. I value them deeply. Sometimes they're a little bit too good and I feel like I have nothing to say because I don't know. I mentioned it in a community post, the depth of reasoning, the thoughtfulness, the kindness, the fact that you guys are just so kind and willing to embrace me. Listening to this is a huge deal. So thank you. All right. I will see you in the next one. Peace.